The day he handed me that contract with a 40% pay cut, I didn't cry, I didn't scream. I just smiled and handed him my resignation. What he didn't know is, I had trained every vet, knew every client, and every single person trusted me, not him. 3 months later, he was begging me to come back. If you've ever been disrespected by someone who thought they were untouchable, this story is going to hit home. Tap that like button, subscribe, and buckle up. Because what started as just business ended in the most satisfying downfall you'll hear all week. For 14 years, that vet clinic wasn't just a job to me. It was my home, my pride, my everything. I started when the clinic was barely making ends meet, just a couple of rescue dogs, some secondhand equipment, and one idealistic old school owner who believed in people. I wasn't even fully licensed when I began. But I learned fast. I worked hard. And more than that, I cared. I trained every new staff member. I built relationships with every client. I held the hands of tearful pet owners when their dogs passed, and I laughed with them when their kittens knocked over everything during checkups. I was the heartbeat of that clinic. And for the better part of those 14 years, I thought that meant something. But everything changed when the clinic got sold. The original owner was retiring and wanted to hand it off to someone with a business mind. Enter Daniel. Mid-30s, slick hair, expensive watch, zero emotional intelligence. From day one, Daniel made it clear, he wasn't interested in the soul of the clinic. He saw spreadsheets, costs, profit margins. He didn't even own a pet. He walked through the clinic like a tech bro who had accidentally wandered into a barn. Every decision he made was about cutting costs. Shorter appointments, fewer checkups, cheaper meds. But the real punch to the gut came one Monday morning when he called me into his office. Listen, he said, reclining in his fake leather chair. This is nothing personal, just business. I already felt my stomach twist. We've been reviewing salary structures, and, well, your current pay just isn't sustainable under our new model. We'll need to adjust it, by about 40%. 40%. I stared at him. My hands didn't tremble. My lips didn't move. I was too stunned to even react. He kept talking, throwing around buzzwords like streamlining and efficiency. Like this was some algorithm trimming fat. But I'm not fat. I was the clinic. When he finally shut up, I smiled. Genuinely. I don't know what came over me, but in that moment, I felt oddly free. Thank you, Daniel, I said, standing up. I'll be submitting my resignation by end of day. I'll finish the week out to give you time. His face, God, I wish I had a camera. That smug confidence drained like someone had pulled a plug in his soul. He didn't expect that. Not from me. He thought I'd beg, or grovel, or settle for the insult. Instead, I walked out of his office taller than I'd felt in years. Word spread fast. Staff were shocked. Clients were livid. I got messages all week. Is it true? Why are you leaving? What are we going to do without you? Daniel didn't get it. He thought this was just a business transaction. What he didn't understand was, I was the business. Not the building. Not the logo. Me. By the time I packed my things that Friday, 3 vet techs had already quietly handed in their own notices. I didn't ask them to. They just knew. We had grown together like a family, and now the heart was gone. But I wasn't done. Over the next 6 weeks, I met with a local animal rescue that had always dreamed of opening a low-cost clinic. I had the experience, the network, the trust. They had the funding and the cause. It was a perfect match. We secured a location just 2 blocks away. Bright, open, clean. I designed the layout myself. I handpicked every hire. Some came from my old clinic. Some were new grads I had mentored over the years. The day we opened, I remember seeing the line out the door. Familiar faces. Old clients. Their pets. People I hadn't even contacted had waited for me to come back. The loyalty was overwhelming. Meanwhile, Daniel's clinic. Crickets. The reviews started pouring in. Cold, rude, rushed. They don't care about animals, just money. Ever since Op left, it's gone downhill. Within 2 months, half his client base had switched to us. Within 5 months, he was running Groupon ads just to get people through the door. And then, the final blow. He tried to poach one of our junior vets. Offered him a higher salary and a bonus. That vet, he came straight to me. Told me every detail. So we ran a campaign. Free pet dental exams for every returning client. 1 week only. That same week, Daniel had to cancel 3 surgery days, no staff. By month 9, the clinic was listed for sale. And who do you think he called? Me. He had the audacity to ask if I wanted to buy it. Said we could combine resources. I declined, politely. Told him we were doing just fine. That was the last time I ever spoke to him. There was no dramatic confrontation. No screaming match. Just cold, hard karma. A man who thought people were numbers learned that loyalty and trust can't be slashed by 40%. He cut me out like dead weight, only to realize I was the one keeping him afloat. Seeing his face as he watched his empire crumble wasn't just satisfying, it was justice. Every pet owner who followed me. Every former coworker who jumped ship. That was my validation. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't fire and fury. It's success. It's staying calm while the person who underestimated you drowns in their own arrogance. Business may be business, but people remember how you made them feel. If this story made you cheer on the inside, hit that like button and drop a comment. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or experienced? And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more spine-tingling tales of justice you won't want to miss, right here on the channel.